please come along, have a cup of coffee, have a bit of cake, and say hello to the team, and you'd be very, very welcome.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
We are catching up with Darren Aston from Aston James. We always love amazing good news business stories here at Get Radio, and this is definitely an amazing one. Darren, good morning to you.
Good morning, Rich. Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Absolute pleasure. Look, Aston James been going for 35 years. I know when Mish kind of sort of said, "Oh, you should get down on to speak about the event that he's gone on," I was like, "Yeah, of course we will." And then sort of looking back into it, 35 years in the game. Take us back to the start. Can you remember 35 years ago?
Well, I wasn't actually born into the business, although my brother started it in 1990. There was a seven year age difference, 7 and a bit years age difference between myself and Alan. So he started the company at the age of 18 with a guy called Darren James, formed the company Aston James. They were both working locally for other businesses and had a big book of ideas. It was effectively stationery and office equipment. Launched a business. Darren left within 3 months. And then Alan drafted in a different Darren at the age of 11, cleaning the office whilst he was busy trying to sort of get the business off the ground. So I felt like I've been part of the seed of the business from the beginning. Shared a bedroom, then shared an office when I got to 18, and then I came into the business, and then lots of other members of my family have joined. So now we've got 5 siblings in the team out of a team of 16. We're one of 8, so I've got a good draft of family orientated sort of support from within. And 35 years. So I've probably been part of it for 28, if my maths is right, ish. And it's been a joy, a journey, and a challenge.
Of course. Like all things in business, the kind of the highs and the lows, and the bumpy roads and the smooth bits and the amazing bits and all that in confined. But being sort of quite kind of close knit and with a family, that's a really again, it's probably a really lovely thing at one stage, and then maybe a tough and taxing thing at maybe another time. Yeah, no, it has its table challenges. So when we're talking within the team, we have to obviously respect each other's boundaries of personal life, business life, and then try not to take the conversation too close to home when we're around the sort of Christmas table, trying to enjoy a timeout break. Best timeout breaks for businesses like ours are definitely bank holidays and Christmases and Easters. Just do not mention the business at this dinner table. We're going to have a nice Christmas day, and that's it. I can well imagine. Well, look, fast forward, and here we are, sort of 35 years down the road. And a lovely celebration, which is going to be happening next week. We challenged ourselves about 2 or 3 years ago by putting an event on outside our premises, and it was a sort of, I suppose, a return to the workplace theme in the first year. Then it was more workplace wellness and well-being in the second year, and it's a collaboration of support and thank yous for people supporting our business each year. It's a real together pull together event from the whole team, and being held at our premises it's very inclusive of all our drivers and our internal team, the back office support, the sales support, the accounts, people that might not always be customer front facing. They're very much behind the scenes, and they help put on a great performance week to week, day to day. But it's a really nice way of bringing something together, and we're all helping to put on something outside with the support of our vendors and our manufacturers, and bringing forward new ideas for offices and workplaces. So this year's theme is future ready workplaces, which sort of sits and fits with previous themes, and it's an evolution of ideas and thoughts and considerations to support people wherever they choose to work from. And we are seeing a larger return to the office, so that's where our primary audience really sits. Yeah, absolutely. And I just sort of actually thinking about that, actually, just in the last, sort of 5 years since the pandemic. I mean, that talking about a roller coaster in there, from people going, okay, working from home 6 years ago, everyone would go, what do you mean work from home? No, you work from an office. now it's it's a drop of the hat. People come in going, hi, I'd like to work from home, and it's like, okay, that's great. Well, we have an office. But it's hybrid systems and doing all this. People actually trying to make an office at home as well as being in the office as well. All of these considerations you must have thought about in very, very short space of time.
Yeah, we've had to. I think my mantra has been, I've said this before when you've kindly had me on the show, and it's consistent with us, it's innovate or evaporate. We've had to innovate and bring together thoughts and ideas and solutions and trying to make things visible. We even created, in partnership with one of our vendors, a little mini brochure called Office Vibe, because we want to create that vibe, whether it's at home office, workplace office, warehouse office, because there's a lot of people that work in different environments, and we have to provide the tailored workplace solution with a personal touch, which is something is really personal to us, because it separates us from dare I say it, the onliners and the people who don't really give you that kind of look, feel, touch and try before you buy, which is something we're personally massively advocates for with our showroom and with our whole team, looking to find ways to support every business and go the extra mile.
No, it's sort of a fascinating thing, because I know there'll be people listening right now who have that, or lucky enough to have that little office space, and it will feel like an office. It won't. Hopefully, it won't have a big TV up in one corner. It won't have lots of distractions and a PlayStation on the floor. It won't have a pool table or something there. It won't have all of those distractions, but it might feel just a little bit more like an office, which is an amazing thing. And just focusing on celebration, because I think at lots of businesses, and I sort of mentioned this actually on the business brunch when I was with Ben over the weekend, everything is so what's next, and even your topic of the party as well is kind of looking forward. Everything is moving forward, forward. What's happening next year? How's next month looking? What's going on? But actually, a stop and a celebration of that 35 years, and a celebration of the people of the here and now is so vitally important.
Yeah, it is, and it is this. It's the great. I don't want to say this. It sounds like a big statement, but since we started to do this actually on site and within our own premises, outside in a sort of marquee, relaxed sort of visit, so it's not a sales pitch to anyone. Yes, we talk a little bit about what we're up to, but actually it is just say thank you. We really appreciate everything that everyone's done, and we're a community business really at the heart of things. We are Whitney based. We've been Whitney based for the majority of our years. We very much support local. We have stick local on our vans, and we understand what that means, because we do that predominantly with the networks we work with ourselves. So we want to try and give that full circle appreciation piece from the internal team to the people that visit, to the people that come along and just say, let's have a cup of coffee and just hopefully have the sunshine, not the rain, because we are covered by a marquee, but it is rain dependent.
You have to mention that today. Looking all right next week. Looking fine next week, but today, yes, mention it.
we've been very lucky over the last couple of years, and I class ourselves as a lot of people say you make your own luck in life, but actually you do need good people around you. You want to put on a smile and try to enjoy each other's company and support and understand and listen and continually learn. So that's part and parcel of why we're doing this event. It's to say thank you and shine a little spotlight on the future.
Brilliant stuff. Details next week. What times can we expect everything kicking off?
Thursday the 12th, and it's outside our premises in Whitney. All the details can be found on our website, and it's between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. It's a drop-in event. It's not appointment based or anything like that. It's very openly sort of casual. You'd be very, very welcome. You should be able to see the sort of marquee and the surroundings and the balloons, and please come along, have a cup of coffee, have a bit of cake, and say hello to the team, and you'd be very, very welcome.
Oh, well, that is on my way home, and now you said that there's cake. You made me twist my arm. Darren, really great to catch up with you, and congratulations, and I'm sure that's going to be amazing next week.
Really appreciate it. Thanks, Rich.
It's Darren there from Aston James as well. 35 years ago, and I mean, that is something, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. And a wonderful event next week. Just search for Aston James. And the details are all over the website, just like I'm looking at in front of me now.